Hello students, this is Nilanjana Sanyal from onlinemathtutor.me and ePodashana. Today we'll be finding the square root of a whole number by the long division method. We'll be finding the square root of a decimal number by the long division method as well, but we will be learning about that in a separate video. Today in this session, we will be learning how to find the square root of a whole number by the long division method. So let's start. Now these are the rules that have to be followed in order to find the square root of a whole number by the long division method. So let us first of all take a number and try to find its square root. So let the number be 39204. We have to find the square root of this number 39204 by the long division method. Now the first rule says that place a bar and pair the digits starting from the ones place and moving from right to left. We'll be pairing the digits and we'll be putting a bar on top of the digits, starting from the ones place and moving from right to left. The ones place is this one. So we'll be starting from this place and we will be pairing the digits and putting a bar on top of them, on top of each pair. And we will be moving from right to left, this direction. So the next pair is this one. And since we are having an odd number of digits, therefore we are having the leftmost digit unpaired. If any number contains an even number of digits, then we will be having pairs. All of them will be paired. Now the rule number 2 is find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the digits under the leftmost bar or the single left out digit. The single left out digit in this case is 3. So we have to find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to this digit 3. So 1 square is 1 and 2 square is 4. But 4 is greater than 3. Therefore, we cannot take 2. The largest number whose square is less than or equal to 3 is 1. Because 1 square is 1 which is less than 3. Now, we have found the number that is 1. Write that largest number in the divisor place. So we put this sign first of all. And we put a 1 in the divisor place. And as the first digit of the quotient, write that largest number in the divisor place and as the first digit of the quotient. We are writing the quotient at the top. So we write a 1 over here as well. Write the square of that largest number beneath the original number under the leftmost bar or the left out digit. In this case, it is the left out digit. That is 3. We will be writing the square of this number, the largest number, that is 1, beneath 3. So 1 square is 1. We write a 1 over here. Rule number 3. Perform a subtraction of the two numbers. So we perform 3 minus 2, which is 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. Rule number 4. Bring down the next two digits together. The next two digits, they are 9 and 2. And write them beside the result of the subtraction. So we will be writing these 9 and 2 besides this 2. Together they now form a single number. This becomes 292, which becomes the next dividend. This becomes our next dividend. Rule number 5. Double the quotient obtained so far. The quotient obtained so far is 1. So we will be doubling this 1, which will be giving us a 2, and write it in the divisor position. Since this is our present dividend, so the divisor position will be over here. So we write a 2. We keep a place because we have to write another digit over here. Write it in the divisor position. Let us call it as D. So this 2 is D. Rule number 6. Write a number S besides D, that is 2, such that the whole divisor becomes equal to DS. That is 2 along with another digit. That will be the entire or the whole divisor. Add S as the next digit of the quotient. We have to add whatever we write over here, we have to write the same digit next to 1 as well. The number S should be chosen in such a manner such that the multiplication of the number DS, that is 2 followed by that digit, by that digit, yields a product less than or equal to our present dividend. Our present dividend is 292. So we have to get a number. 2 followed by that number will be our divisor, and that divisor, when multiplied with this number, that is S, will be giving us a product which will be equal to or less than 292. So let us take a rougher column. What digit should we take over here? Let me take up another color. Now, if S becomes equal to 5, then over here we will be having 5 as well. We have to multiply this 25 by 5. And 25 multiplied by 5 will be giving us a product of 125, which is quite small as compared to this number, 292. So we have to get a bigger number. We have to choose a digit which is more than 5. So let us take the largest digit, that is 29, and see what happens. Since we have taken S to be equal to 9, therefore we have to multiply it by 9. We have to multiply by S. So we will be multiplying by 9. So 29 multiplied by 9 is equal to how much? 9 times 9 is 81, 1 over here, and 8 is carried over, and 9 times 2 is 18 plus 8 is 26. And 261, we get the product as 261, which is less than 292. And the largest number, the largest digit that we can take is 9. So we will be putting a 9 over here, as well as over here. This becomes the next digit of the quotient. And when 29 is multiplied with 9, we get a product of 261. Write the product beneath the dividend and perform the subtraction. So we have written the product beneath the dividend and we will be performing the subtraction. So it becomes 31. Repeat steps 4 to 7. This is rule number 8. Repeat steps 4 to 7 till the remainder becomes equal to 0. We are having a non-zero remainder, so we have to move back to rule number 4. which says that bring down the next two digits together and write them beside the result of the subtraction. So we bring down the next two digits together. They are 0 and 4, and write them beside the result of the subtraction. This thing becomes our new dividend. Together they now form a single number 3104, which becomes the next dividend. Rule number 5. Double the quotient obtained so far and write it in the divisor position. The quotient obtained so far is 19, so we will be doubling that, which will be giving us a value of 38. Again, we have to insert another number, so we have to keep a place for that. Now, we do not have any more digits in the original number. So, if it is a perfect square number, this will be giving us a product which, when subtracted from 3104, will be giving us a 0 as the remainder of the subtraction. So, we have to get a digit over here, which when combined with this 38 and multiplied with the same number, that is S, will be giving us a product whose ones place will be containing this 4. So what digit when multiplied with itself gives us a product whose ones place is a 4? You see, 2 multiplied with 2 gives us a product of 4. But if we take the number as 382, we have to multiply it by 2 because 2 is the S. And if we multiply 382 by 2, we get the product as 764, which is quite small as compared to 3104. So we take the other number which when multiplied by itself gives us a 4 in the ones place. That is 8 times 8. 8 times 8 is 64. So if we take the value of this S to be equal to 8, let us see what happens. The whole number will become 388 because we will be writing an 8 over here, and we have to multiply this 388 with 8. Let us see what we get. 8 times 8 is 64. So we bring down 4 and 6 is written over here at the top. 8 times 8 is 64 plus 6 is 70. And 8 times 3 is 24 plus 7 is 31. Now we see we are getting 3104, which is our number, our dividend, present dividend. So we will be putting an 8 over here as well as an 8 over here. So 388 multiplied with 8 gives us a product of 3104. Write the product beneath the dividend and perform the subtraction. So we will be performing the subtraction. Repeat steps 4 to 7 till the remainder becomes equal to 0. Now the remainder has become equal to 0. So we stop. The final quotient is the required square. This 198 is the square root of 39204. So let us write the answer. Square root of 39204 is equal to 198. This is our answer. Let us take up another sum. Let us take up another number which has an even number of digits and try to find its square root. So let us take the number as 245025 I'm going a bit slow because I have seen a lot of students getting confused with this long division method of finding the square root. So rule number 1 says that place a bar and pair the digits starting from the ones place and moving from right to left. Since this is the ones place, we will be starting from here. We will be starting to pair the digits and we will be putting the first bar on top of this 2 and 5. The second bar is on top of 5 and 0, and the third bar, the leftmost bar, is on top of 2 and 4. Rule number 2. Find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to the digits under the leftmost bar. The digits or the number found by the digits under the leftmost bar is 24. So we have to find the largest number whose square is less than or equal to 24. So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4, 3 squared is 9, 4 squared is 16 and 5 squared is 25, which is more than 24. Therefore, the largest number whose square is less than or equal to 24 will be 4 because 4 squared is 16. We write that largest number in the divisor place. So we write this in the divisor place and as the first digit of the quotient. So we write 4 at the top as well. Write the square of that largest number, that is 4 in our case. We need the original number under the leftmost bar, that is 24. We will be writing 4 squared below this 24. That is, we will be writing 16 over here. Rule number 3 says perform a subtraction of the two numbers. So we will be performing a subtraction. 24 minus 16 will be giving us 8. Rule number 4. Bring down the next two digits together and write them beside the result of the subtraction. The next two digits are 5 and 0. So we bring down these two digits and we write them beside this 8. Together they now form a single number, that is, now it becomes 850, which becomes the next dividend. 850 is our next dividend. Rule number 5. Double the quotient obtained so far. The quotient obtained so far is 4. So we will be doubling 4. 4 times 2 is 8. And write it in the divisor position. Since this is the present dividend, this is the divisor position. So 4 times 2 is 8. We will be writing 8 over here. Let us call it as D. So D is equal to 8. Rule number 6. Write a number S besides D. We will be having some number over here such that the whole divisor becomes equal to DS. 8 along with another digit, which is the value of S. Add S as the next digit of the quotient. We have to add whatever we add over here. We have to write the same digit over here as well. This will become the next digit of the quotient. The number S should be chosen in such a manner such that the multiplication of the number DS by S yields a product less than or equal to our present dividend. So again, we draw a rougher column. Now let me take up another color. Now we have to get one digit over here, 85. So let us take 5. If we have 85, let's see what happens. S is equal to 5. So we have to multiply with S, therefore 85 multiplied with 5. Because the number DS, that is 8 and 5, is multiplied by S. that is 5. So 85 times 5 is equal to 5 times 5 is 25. And this is 8 times 5 is 40 plus 2 is 42. So we can try a number which is more than 5. We can try some other number. So let us try the largest number and see what happens. The largest number, the largest digit will obviously be equal to 9. So let us see what is the product of 89 multiplied with 9. Let us write over here. Let me write over here. So 89 multiplied with 9. 9 times 9 is 81. And 9 times 8 is 72 plus 8 is 80, which is smaller than 850. So we can easily take 89. We can take the value of S as 9. And we have to put 9 over here as well as the next digit of the final quotient. And we will be writing the product below this dividend, which is equal to 801. Write the product beneath the dividend and perform the subtraction. So 850 minus 801 is 49. Repeat steps 4 to 7 till the remainder becomes equal to 0. Since 49 is not equal to 0, we have to move back to rule number 4, which says that bring down the next two digits together and write them beside the result of the subtraction. The next two digits are 2 and 5, so we will be bringing them down. Together they now form a single number, that is 4925, which becomes the next dividend. Rule number 5. Double the quotient obtained so far and write it in the divisor position. So we will be doubling this 49. This is the quotient obtained so far. And we will be writing it in the divisor position. Since this is our present dividend, we will be writing 49 times 2 is 98. So we'll be writing 98 over here. Let us call it as D. So 98 becomes our D. Rule number 6. Write a number S besides D. That is over here. We have to keep a place for another digit such that the whole divisor becomes equal to DS. 98 is the D part and this will be the S part. Add S as the next digit of the quotient. Whatever we add over here, we have to add over here as well. The number S should be chosen in such a manner such that the multiplication of the number ds by s yields a product less than or equal to our present dividend. Whatever number we take over here, the whole number, the whole 3-digit number multiplied with that single digit should be giving us a product which should be equal to 4925 or less than 4925. Since we are having a 5 in the units place or ones place, the digit that readily comes to our mind for S is 5 because 5 times 5 is 25, which will be giving us a 5 in the units place. So let us try to get the product with 5, the value of 5 as S, the value of S as 5, 985 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25, 5 times 8 is 40, plus 2 is 42, and 5 times 9 is 45, plus 4 is 49. So we have got 4925, which is our present dividend. Therefore, the S will obviously be equal to 5. And we should write 5 over here as well. And we have to write the product over here. Write the product beneath the dividend and perform the subtraction. So we perform the subtraction, which is equal to 0. The remainder is equal to 0. The result of the subtraction is equal to 0. Rule number 8. Repeat steps 4 to 7 till the remainder becomes equal to 0. But we are having a 0 remainder, so we have to stop. We will be stopping. Rule number 9. The final quotient is the required square root. The final quotient is 495, which is the square root of the number 245025. Now we have to write the final answer. So we write square root of 245025 with extent, yes, is equal to 495. This becomes our answer. You can check, you can multiply 495 with 495. You can use a calculator as well, and you can see that you will be getting 245025 as the product. You can check it. I'm not doing it over here. You can check it manually, or you can use a calculator during the examination. If you are on the CBSE board or ICSE board, you will not be allowed a calculator to have a calculator during the examination. Then you have to check it manually. And it is better if you verify your result. You may have done some mistake. So I would recommend you to multiply this number with itself to get the square of 495. And you will be getting the answer as 245025. Okay? Always verify your result. So this brings us to the end of this session. This is how we find the square root of any whole number by the long division method. In our coming video, in our coming session, we will be taking up decimal numbers, how to find the square root of decimal numbers by the long division method. Till then, goodbye. Thank you for listening.